Testing 1, 2, 3. After our long hiatus, I am now trying to see if this is working. After our long hiatus, I hope it's working. And hopefully not too loud or too soft. Oh my goodness. It's been a minute. This was the longest hiatus I think I've ever taken. But there are many stories in Skyrim, and so it is time for us to continue. Oh, that's the mod I don't have installed anymore. Oh, I had an override that let me go ahead and get achievements. Oh well. C'est la vie. Okay, I know we were on the path. The path of evil. And why is my place naked? This isn't my save. Where's all my stuff? Where's my family? Books are glowing that I know I've read. I'm missing children. No! Oh no, 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 no. No. No, we had all of this done. I had a house Carl, a husband and children. Well, I heard somebody yawning. Where you at? Hooker? Where you at? Okay, so both of my people are...
Honored to see you again, my friend.
It's a wonderful house, my love. If you don't mind, I'm going to start a small store. Something to do whenever you're on the road.
Of course I don't mind. Just...
Hello,
I don't know.
my love.
Shut up and look
Back from
beefy.
some adventure, I guess?
Okay. This does not feel correct at all. Alright, we are going to quit real quick to the main menu and see if I accidentally loaded the wrong save. Something, I don't know what I've done. Oh, they've changed that too. All-Star, it is so good to see you again. I'm in the casual chat room if you want to chat. But it looks like all of my saves got removed. All of that reading is missing, and all of my mod folders were erased. So all the progress we'd made, all the stories I read, they're all gone. I don't know what to do. So I'm kind of sitting here panicking a little bit, going, no, what happened? I'm at a loss. I'm at a loss. All my stuff is gone. Trying to figure it out and trying not to waste all your guys' time as well. See if I can figure it out. Because how can I be evil if everything's gone? We were I'll have to just go back to being nice, All-Star. What do you think? My stories will have to turn wholesome instead of evil. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be a thing. Is it Bethesda, maybe? Oh, Moon's Blossom's hosting. Moon's Blossom is playing Final Fantasy XIV right now. They're about to do some raiding. This is a raid. Oh, it took days to get you to be evil. Oh, All-Star's crying. Don't cry. I promise I'll get to reading as soon as if I can find the save on the local disc, I'll load it up because we had gotten through, I believe, over 120 items of the 300 books, but there's 800 papers, documents, descriptions, and lore for me to read, and we were only a quarter of the way through, and if I have to restart, I have to restart. I won't mind. I'll feel guilty, but I think what's killing me is that we were a lot further along than what it's showing me, and that scares me a lot. Because we had the full house was done. That first house was completely done. Yeah, it looks like the save is completely gone. The only saves are back in April of 2020, and I streamed all the way through June. And so having lost all of that, luckily Twitch held on to everything long enough. So everything that I currently read previously, that's it, mod organizer. Oh, cross fingers, please be there. That's it, you found it. Look at you. My moderator found it.
There you go.
There it is.
I told you.
Okay. No, I don't have to restart potentially. I potentially do not have to restart, but I do have to quit the game, which means it might pause my stream for a minute. If it does, I swear to you guys, we're coming right back. I know there's 10 of you in here right now, and I apologize for the delay. But my moderator might have figured out what was wrong. So, yay! Technical difficulties almost over. We can go back to All-Star's persuasion of turning me from sweet and naive into absolutely murderous and evil. With stories.
Evil?
Evil! Evil! Look at you all trying to make me evil. Okay, so
I am evil.
okay, I promise we are streaming, and I do trust in the bunny. Now let me make sure it's on the streaming. It is. Okay, so now we run. This should have my saved game. Holy crap. I can't believe he found it. Breathe. Woosah. And let us do this.
Hi, All Star.
And Moon's in here with me. There it is! It's there! Huzzah! It's back! We didn't... Yay! The bunny found it! He found the missing save! Yay!
Yay!
And All Star says hi back. We did it!
Yay. I'm
Oh,
watching.
oh, I was panicking. I was so sad. If I was gonna have to restart, I was gonna be so sad. Oh, here we are. Yes, we were joining the Black Brotherhood. We were killing. We were doing things. Yeah, see? Yes. It's all coming back to me now. Uh-oh, somebody wants me. Now, how do you play this game again? That's right. We just went and killed Vittoria Vici. So, I must journey to the Temple of the Divines in solitude, attend the public wedding reception of Vittoria Vici and Angier Snowshud, and kill the bride. I'll receive a bonus if I kill Vici, as she addresses the crowd. This is the one where we snaved. Oh my god, I can speak English. We saved and went back because I failed this mission a couple of times. And I remember I was just starting to get sick at the time, which is part of the reason why for the long hiatus. Let's turn in. Let's see what's next.
The news is everywhere. Vittoria Vici, the Emperor's cousin.
You know, Angel, I wanted to raid you for a change and
Let's see
watch.
His Eminence try to ignore this. With Vici's murder, you've started us down a path the Dark Brotherhood hasn't traveled in centuries. The assassination of an emperor. And now your reward. A unique spell to summon a legend of the Dark Brotherhood. His soul serves us now in death, as his body once did in life. Ah, and of course, a bonus for killing Vici while she addressed her guests as instructed. Gold. Simple and pure. Spend it as you will. Now then, time to proceed to the next stage of the plan. Go and speak with Gabriella. She's been helping me arrange your next contract.
Oh, a new contract to be even more evil. I guess you guys do win. You win. I shall be evil. I shall be evil. While I read to you all the stories and lore of this wonderful game that I've never beaten or I've never completed it. But then again, who has? Really?
All Star,
Dear
we
sister,
win. We
I'm
win.
for you. Your next contract awaits, as I'm sure Astrid indicated. With the Emperor's arrival in Skyrim now a certainty, his security service, the Penitus Oculatus, will need to begin its preparations immediately. Security is being handled by a Commander Morrow. Astrid and I have devised a plan to break the man, and in doing so, cripple the Emperor's protection.
Haha.
You are to slay the Commander's son, Gaius Morrow, and once he is dead, plant false evidence on his body, implicating him in a plot to kill the Emperor. He is set to leave the Penitus Oculatus outpost at Dragonbridge and inspect the security of each city in Skyrim. Go there now, observe Gaius Morrow's departure and follow him. Waylay him in one of the cities and send his soul to Sippus. Once he's dead, plant the incriminating letter on his body and let fate take care of the rest. Oh, and one final thing. To earn your bonus, do not kill Gaius Morrow in Dragonbridge or on the road. Kill him in one of the other major cities he'll be visiting.
There, the body will be discovered quickly, as will the letter implicating Gaius Maro in the plot to assassinate the Emperor. Do that, and Astrid has authorized me to grant you a rather unique bonus. It is a special token to be given to Olava the Feeble in Whiterun.
Oh.
Olava is an old and dear friend, and a powerful seer. The token entitles you to a reading of your future. It's an opportunity one should not pass up.
Well now.
Walk in Gaius Maro's shadow, and deliver to him the judgment of Sithis.
Well, well, well. Everybody wants to rule the world and wants me to be evil. And is that a glowing book I see? Is it? Is it? Why, it is. I think. Let's take a look. Does it change? Yes. Yep, it was glowing. So let us begin. Score. I swear I can speak English. Apparently not today, though. Our first book of today is The Apprentice's Assistant. Advice from Valenwood's most prestigious spellcaster. No doubt you have heard tales of my adventures. Stories carried from province to province, all of Tamriel in awe of my feats of magical prowess. More than once, I am sure you have thought, if only I had Aramril's ability, then I too could seek fame and fortune in magic duels. It is true, of course. Great fame and limitless fortune await those who are successful. But to be successful, one needs to learn from the best. That is why you have purchased this book, so that I may teach you. I am, of course, the best. Here, then, is my advice. Follow it, and you, too, can make a name for yourself throughout Tamriel. Number 1. To know your opponent is to know his weakness. Infinitely more versatile than a simple blade of steel, a good mage has a wide array of spells at her disposal. More than that, she knows when to best use them. She knows that frost spells can stop a charging beast, or keep a savage brute from swinging his sword. She knows that shock spells can drain her opponent's magicka. She knows that illusion spells can set a group of enemies against each other, should she find herself in a less than fair fight. An all too common reality when her opponents know they cannot win in single combat, and that there are spells that can save her in a moment when all seems lost. Number 2. To know yourself is to know your limits. Even the best mage has a finite reserve of magicka. None born yet have been graced with Magnus's infinite reserves of power. And so a good mage does not overextend herself. She makes sure she always has enough magicka to keep herself safe. Failing that, she makes sure she has a sizable supply of potions at the ready. Failing that, she makes sure she always has an escape route. Not that the great Aramril has ever fled a fight, but of course you do not necessarily share her superb natural ability. That is why you must practice. Number 3. Wards can kill you. There is no question that wards are an essential tool of any aspiring mage. They can block incoming spells, negating your opponent's attack and wasting his magicka. A good mage knows, however, to not rely too heavily on her ward. Keeping a ward readied for too long will leave a caster drained of magicka, unable to retaliate, and at worst, unable to maintain the ward, and therefore be completely useless and defenseless. Number 4. Two hands are not always better than one. Any advanced spellcaster has learned to cast spells with both hands, dealing more damage. There are certainly times when this is to your advantage, such as when an opponent is already weakened, or when it is likely to draw a bigger reaction from the crowd that has no doubt gathered to watch you. It is not always the best strategy, however. Concentration spells, for example, can often be used on the ground when an opponent is especially nimble. In that instance, using both hands independently can cover more ground at the same time. A mage throwing fireballs with both hands cannot immediately raise a ward to defend herself or heal while she continues to attack. Number 5, always rise to a challenge, especially when you know you can win. Remember that your first priority is, of course, to stay alive. Following closely behind, though, is your need to please the crowd. You are, after all, depending on their generosity to fund your adventures here. Then more than magic comes into play. If you can gain a sense of your opponent's ability before the duel begins, you can enter into the event with confidence. Knowing that you outclass your opponent is of great importance, as it means you can confidently give the crowd a better show. Likewise, knowing ahead of time that you could very well lose a duel, you are afforded an opportunity to suddenly find yourself engaged elsewhere and unable to attend the event. By no means do I suggest that I have ever done such a thing. I simply find that my great fame occasionally means I am unable to respond to every single request for a duel. Keep these few things in mind. Keep your wits about you, and you too can make a name for yourself by putting on great displays of magical prowess. Take care, though, for if you become successful enough, you may find yourself facing a challenge from me. That was The Apprentice's Assistant, our first book of Skyrim Storytime tonight. And All-Star has a question. I am awaiting his request while I look around and see if we find any other glowing. Besides our pet, there's our pet Spider. He's a spooder king. He's a spooder. We keep him.
We like you. We keep you.
You're back. It was good to fight alongside you. I'm sure people won't be forgetting that wedding anytime soon.
It was very nice to fight with you, oh Scaly darling. Now,
Need something?
always. I always need something. No, All-Star, I couldn't kill Lydia without your presence. Yes, dear. Now, back to being evil as you requested. Right? Right? Shall we? Shall we continue?
Yay!
So,
Your
we've
niece
got
to
our...
say hi.
Who is?
I said your niece to say hi.
Hello! Now, because I was really freaked out earlier, I'm going to stop Homestead and make sure everyone is accounted for. Well, you're still here. See? She's still here, All-Star. With that smug look on her face that I just want to smack, 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 smack. Yes, I'm talking about you. I wish to smack you. Thusly. Over. And over. But you're useful. For now. So come on. Let's pop over to Falkreath. Let's see how our little homestead is doing. Make sure our little duckies are in a row. And then we'll decide the next quest. Do I go on murder spree? Do we hit up a library? What mood are we in? Do we want to listen to some cursing mud crabs? Uh-oh.
Cursing mud crabs.
As is tradition, that's what we should always do. We should always find cursing mud crabs. My horse is missing. Where's my horse? Did my horse die on me? That sucks. That's 1,000 gold. Cow and chicken are still alive. See? This is the save. Look at all these things. We have...
You're home.
Uh-oh.
I got you a present, Mama.
Uh-oh.
I hope you like it.
Crotch fruit. Aw, what did you give me? Oh, you gave me a flower. Oh, and there is your puppy fox thing. Hello, dear.
Mama!
Yes, children. Both children are accounted for in their little matching
Hi, Mom.
outfits. The house is completed, it looks. Alright, let's see what kind of inventory I've got. Actually, let's see if I need to put stuff up. There's the ebony blade. Okay, I still have it. I still have not murdered with it yet. Ceremonial sword. What do I have that for? I need to charge that up. How do I charge that? No, I'm not going to store it. My ebony bow. That's a lot of damage. Ooh, that is sexy. But this one sucks in souls. I shall keep both. Okay, is this where I keep all my flawlesses? It is. Okay. So let's go down to flawless and we will store that. I'll need that. I can sell a lot of this. Alright. Let me go put the handful of stuff up and we'll get back to... You go in there. Oops, I ate it instead of stored it. Oops, my bad. I meant to do that!
Was it tasty?
Apparently! Totally meant to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I meant to do that too. Look at that. Hurt myself. I hurt myself today on accident. Now, I need to look at my weapons and I need to charge it. There we go. Next, we need to decide which of these we want to do. Do we want to breach security? Locate the ceremonial weapons? Contract? Oh, hey, we haven't done a contract kill in a long time. I think we should contract kill. Because we potentially could find plenty of books on our way as we're trying to kill people.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
I am no help to this.
Nope. But I'm supposed to go this way.
When are we ever help to each other when we're trying not to do shenanigans?
But shenanigans is the whole purpose. Is it not? Well, that in the stories.
So, yep. Exactly.
Someone's at my driveway. Oh no! Alright. I have a contract to murder people. I'm gonna make it nice and big.
It wasn't me. Nobody can prove it was me. You don't have a thing on me, Copper.
Nope, I shipped the barrel.
Ha!
Oh, first try! I've still got it! Ooh, sexy. Can he see me? Damn it. Did I seriously miss him? I disturbed you.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Well, no.
Last warning. Leave now.
Fine, fine, fine. I'll come unlock your door again because I'm a ding-ding.
Huh?
I don't know why he's sleeping in the middle of the day.
I've got your back.
Yeah, wait
As you
here for...
wish, my Thane.
Yeah. The only time you're actually nice to me.
Oh no, by the gods, this can't be happening.
How the hell am I missing him?
Someone there? Son of a...
Well, I killed your mate, too. Shifty eyes. Shifty eyes. I left no witnesses. I don't know what that says about me as a person, but...
No witnesses.
Back already? As you command, my Thane.
Yes, I just murdered 2 people in their bed. I feel better already. Let's see. Alrighty then, who do I turn that into? I do believe it's back near home. I think that was a Dark Brotherhood contract. Oh, it was! Excellent. Let's turn in and see if we can't find some books to read. I was really surprised that we actually found another book in base. I thought I'd read every single book in there. Guess I need to explore some more. Because we read all of these, anything that glowed. Yeah, everything here's read. Anything in here that I care about? No. Any books that are glowing? No. Because I swear I went through this whole base. But sure enough, today I found something. Oh wait, there was gold. Hey, give me that. Free gold. Shakedown.
Need something?
Do I? I always need something. More books to read. That angry werewolf husband over there that doesn't like anyone.
Sister.
The scaly one.
Sister. No sarcasm this time.
It's a good thing I did stop my stream. It's starting to thunder and lightning over here.
Well done. And if you contracted sanguinary vampiris, be sure to get that taken care of. Else you'll end up like our own Babette. Unless, of course, that was your goal all along. Here's your payment. There are, indeed. 3, to be exact. There's Deacus, a shipwreck scavenger. Mirandrew Joe, a traveling caravaner, and Honoriath, a hunter.
Very well. We're
I'll
allowed.
teach you how to use it effectively and keep you quick on your feet.
There we go.
Go on now.
I am. Bye-bye. Wait. Did I spot something? I thought I spotted a glow. I'm seeing things now.
So many contracts, so little time.
Indeed. So many contracts. So little
Served Astrid
time.
in this sanctuary. Life is simple and good.
Off I go again. More work? No. It is haunting, isn't it? I mean, there's a lot going on here. I don't really want to go on to the main quest line because I want to read as much as possible. So yes, let's go murdering. First, mud crabs. Step 1, kill mud crabs. Step 2, profit. Oh wait, no. It's step 1, gather underpants. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, profit. Ouch! What the hell? Oh, I'm being hit. Okay. You wish to die as well. Look at this, a target-rich environment. Just for me? Of course, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to take a potion now. You're forcing my hand, but that's okay. It healed. I feel better now. Really? You're not dead yet? Is my failure of an assistant still failing me? Sigh. She really is a failure. Now, you've insulted me. Be naked. That's your punishment. You will be nude.
Wait,
You
this is a
insulted me. Be nude. And last but not least, you insulted me. Be nude. I came here to kill some mud crabs, and you distracted me. How rude.
Ooh,
How absolutely not delightful at all. Mud crabs, I'm coming for you. By the way, I did murder those 2 people. I should loot their house. Tee.
Loot. Loot the entire house.
First of all, insult, dead, nude. Insult, dead, nude. Now I just rob you. Yeah, not worth robbing. Not worth robbing. And seriously, are you guys completely illiterate? Seriously. No books for me to read. Nothing good in your barrels? Barrel. Nothing. There's nothing good here. What kind of mill are you running that you don't even have anything good for me to read? No books? Anything in your cupboards? Wow. Y'all suck. Alright. Leaving now. All-Star, you will get your wish when I get far enough along. I think that will be my grand finale to the series. I will murder every housecarl, every husband and child I have with the ebony blade for the ultimate betrayal for you.
That's a little far. It's a little too far on the evil spectrum there.
Oh, First
Just
you
a
want
little.
me to be evil, and now you're like putting a limitation on how evil. There's variations on evil now.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's a little too tad far. And do we
Why am
have
I
to
gonna-
kill the kids?
I have to go all the way out here?
Come on, you ain't gotta kill the kids.
Just a little
Builds
stab?
character.
Just a little stab?
No, having their parents brutally murdered it builds character. All in the wrong ways.
All-Star. Man, no books. That's frustrating. You should just kill Lydia. I love how his one-track mind is constantly of murder.
You should just kill Lydia.
Just kill Lydia, the one follower in your game that's immortal.
Challenge.
I wanted mud crabs. I came here for mud crabs. There's a guard. Hi. How you doing? Hi, you wanna dance? One dance? One dance? One dance? Yeah, turn around. You suck. I'm not seeing any mud crabs. This is displeasing. I'm near water and no mud crabs. Let's make our way around the island here. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a couple of mud crabs in before I find another book. Because so far we've only read one book. That is not a story time. Story time is supposed to be many books with a slice of stabby murder in between. It's like a good sandwich. Those aren't mud crabs, but... overshot that. Let me get... Oh, let me get that stealth bonus. Oh, into the soul gem! Huzzah! Harump and huzzah! Yes! Soul gems! Oh, boom! Into the soul gem you go. Soul gem! Okay. This has been interesting. What's this? This rock, okay. Worker, do you have a tusk? I'll take my arrow back. Take your tusk. And you got tusk and an arrow. I'll take all three, please, and thank you. And I think we're gonna take a little swim. And I'm still seeing no mud crabs. Question. Anyone in here listening from Holdfast knows that I serve under Captain Foxington. There's a fox. Should I murder the fox? Yes.
Fox
Yes.
Day.
Do
Should
it.
I murder the fox?
Do
Is
it
the
now.
fox watching me?
Do it now.
Oh, fox!
You
Captain
might end up-
Foxington! Oh, oops, I
You might end up
slipped.
with a
Oh!
fox paw.
Yes, a fox paw.
Oh, too late. Sorry, Papa Potato. It's dead now.
It did now.
Oops, my finger
It's
slipped.
gone.
My
Finger
fingers.
slip.
It totally slipped. It was quote unquote an accident. Tee.
Take their food.
I don't want their food. I didn't care about that.
I always take people's food when they're not looking. It's like they turn around.
That's
bam,
because
bam.
all you do is snack.
I really do.
Did you see Tea Turtle had a cupcake lifting weights and it says looking like a snack? I had to have it.
Yet I
And your
cannot.
fiance did say that if you wanted to send money my way to order all those build-a-EVs, I will do it
yes,
for you.
yes, I want to send you money. I
To
need
build
to
an
build
EV?
a EV. Yes.
I have the Flareon, the Jolteon, the Vaporeon, the Eevee, the Vulpix, and the Alola.
Do they have any Flareons left?
No, sold out.
Damn. Keep an eye out for me.
I am.
'Cause
Amazon has the, which one that came back? They had one in stock that Build-A-Bear was out of, but Amazon's Build-A-Bear store still had a couple in stock. It was really weird. Oh, hello, darling. I see a target that needs to be murdered. And you don't even know I'm here. Oh, yes you do. Never mind. I thought I could... Look at that! Look at that! It's literally... The shot was perfect! Do you see that? It's floating in mid-air between that area. That was a tactical shot. Ugh. Accuracy is almost as RNG as Holdfast, I swear.
Yes, my thing?
I will remain on guard here.
Okay, do that, because you're so fucking loud! Damn it, why do you see me? Why do you see me? Do I not have my stealth gear on? Apparel. No. That's why. It's detecting the crap out of me because my extra sneaking gear is missing. Unless there's just somebody else sitting here that I don't see. Well, darling, I'm sorry. Be aware of your impending death. I hereby sentence you to die because science and raisins and I like gold. Goodbye.
Oh, no, you don't.
What do you mean I don't? Do you want a piece of this? I will so shoot you right between the eyes. I'll do it. You're lucky I'm merciful.
for now.
Oh, one shot. Gold. Mine. The rest you can keep. But yes, I'm so stealing. Stealing that too. That looked expensive. Oh hey, free gold. And let's see what else we got. I'll take that. I'll take that. No, I didn't want that. Ah, sigh. By the way, insult. Nude. Soul gem fragments. Fine, I'll steal that. That looks like an emerald. It doesn't look like I can steal it or take it. Yep. Well, Dekus is dead, and all that is mine. And a Debella statue. What else did I steal? And yet, no. Mud crabs! And no books! What is with all these illiterate people?
Go check the ship. Maybe there's some down there.
I'm getting on the ship right now. Oh no, see, it's just a sunk ship. With barnacle poo. It's all there.
Remember, mine is, I'm watching you in like a...
Oh yeah, time delay if you're watching me off the thing. Yeah, yeah. You're not on the direct. Whee! I'm an adventurer! I can jump! Look at all this water and no mud crabs in sight. What a depressing thought. my murder spree feels somehow incomplete.
We haven't killed any mud crabs for
That's
one.
what it is. I think
Also,
there's
you're
another
in the
couple of
ice.
porkers. Well,
You're
that's
in the
true.
ice.
It is a little too frosty for them beasties. Why don't we go back home for a second? Let's head back. Let's head back here. Yeah, let's head here. Because then we can stop by Whiterun and their library, and there's plenty of books there. And I just did 2 murders and quests. I think it's time for me to get another book in, don't you?
Yes.
But first,
Sorry,
indulge
that seemed
me.
a little bit harsh.
Didn't it?
Yes, please.
Yes, I need. But first, I want a mud crab action. Just a little.
Always mud crab.
Oh wait, did I tell her to stay there? Oh shoot.
Oh.
I totally left her behind. She can
Well.
freeze. She can freeze her titties off.
But then you can't kill her.
Oh, I'll get to her. Oh, I'll get to her. It's raining and there's no mud crabs? Seriously? You're gonna deny me the pleasure and joy of mud crab murder? It's such a simple thing in life to be... Oh! Target acquired, my dears. Hello,
Yay.
lovey. Hello, both of you. Come on out of your little holes. Come, come. I just love it when they curse at me. Go ahead. Oh! Oh, F word! Oh! Okay, I feel better now. I already do. See, it doesn't take much to please me. Just give me a random cursing mud crab and a book to read, and I'm pretty happy. Alright, let us go to Dragon's Reach and get a book read. Oh. Let's see what the books we have to choose from today. Yes.
You're a bad sneak. You're not creeping up on anybody like that.
I wasn't sneaking for your benefit, Mr. Prudy McPrude Face. I should just murder you. I could do it. You tempt me, sir. You're on my list. Offend me. You shall be nude and left for dead. Next up is our next book of Skyrim Storytime. Let's check the wizard's library first. See if there's anything worthy of our tender ministrations. Oh, looks like we've almost done his library. We're down to his last book and it's a thick boy. Are we really on... Oh my. We're on Rising Threat Volume 4. Seriously? We've read 3 out of 4?
Yes.
Okay, then we are going to take our next book called Rising Threat Volume 4 by Lothanil of Sunhold. The following is the account of Lothanil of Sunhold, an Altmere refugee from Somerset Isle who came to Cyrodiil in the early years of the Fourth Era. According to Lothanil, he did not flee the aftermath of the Oblivion Crisis in Somerset. Rather, he fled, quote, the darkening shadow of the Thalmor upon my beloved homeland. Lothanil had a very intense presence, to put it politely, and some of his accusations of Thalmor involvement border on madness. This may be why his fervent warnings and outspoken criticisms of the Thalmor and the Aldmeri Dominion went unheeded. But history has at least partially vindicated Lothanil's claims. Praxis Aretuum, Imperial Historian. While Borwin and the Imperial forces in Black Marsh were still reeling from the consecutive catastrophes of the Oblivion Crisis and the destruction of Vaudenfell, the Thalmor incited the Argonians to mount a massive uprising. Black Marsh and southern Morrowind were completely lost to the Argonians, but luckily the Thalmor too lost what influence they had over the Reptilians. All the while, the Thalmor consolidated their hold over my beloved homeland. It took almost a decade before my own machinations put me in contact with Okato. He seemed more interested than most in what I had to say about the Thalmor, maybe because he was himself an Altmere and recognized the threat they represented. It wasn't long before the Thalmor had Okato assassinated. Potentate Okato's murder began the Storm Crown interregnum. The Elder Council fractured, leading into years of ruthless infighting, plots, and backstabbing. Many tried to claim the Ruby Throne. Most were pretenders to the crown. A few had legitimate claims. Others still were little more than brutal dullards who thought mere strength of arms was all the entitlement they needed. Violent, unnatural storms lashed across the imperial city several times during this anarchy, always with the eye of the storm looking directly down upon White Gold Tower, as if this was the judgment of the 9 divines. With the Empire submerged in this mayhem, the Thalmor were quick to act. They overthrew the rightful kings and queens of the Altmere. I remember the revulsion and horror that took hold when word reached me that this dementia had gripped my homeland. Once so proud and majestic, many of our great race actually embraced this insanity. Then, the first of many pogroms descended on Somerset Isle. They slaughtered any who were not, quote, of the blood of the Aldmere. A fine excuse to purge the dissidents as well. The Thalmor have never been ones to waste such an opportunity. After 7 long, bloody years, the Storm Crown interregnum was ended when a Colovian warlord by the name of Titus Mede seized the crown. Whether he had rightful claim or not is moot. Without Titus Mede, there would not be an empire today. He proved a shrewd and capable leader, such that Skyrim endorsed him as emperor. With the empire stabilizing under the auspicious efforts Emperor Titus Mede, I resumed my efforts to warn them of the Thalmor threat. Again, the Thalmor remained a step ahead. Before my efforts could come to fruition, the Thalmor struck. Another coup, this time in Valenwood. The Empire was not prepared for the Thalmor's subterfuge and stratagem. There are those who claim the combined Altmere and Bosmer forces greatly outmatch the Empire, but this is a farce. This short, savage campaign was begun by the Thalmor even before first blood was drawn. They waited and watched their enemy. They chose where and when they would attack. The Thalmor were able to bring the full fury of their small contingent of Altmere and Bosmer to any of several imperial strongholds. Contrary to the posturing of the Empire's generals, the Thalmor did not command greater numbers. They had better spies and better mobility, and knew how best to use them. This is the menace that the Thalmor represent. They are cruel and merciless, and they are no fools. They are devious and subtle, and so very patient. In one fell stroke, the Thalmor took a strategic foothold on the mainland of Tamriel and prevented any significant attempt the Empire could have made to invade Somerset Isle and depose the tyranny that is the Thalmor. At the same time, they took a better vantage to continue to watch the Empire and wait. In so doing, They also revived the Eldmeri Dominion with their alliance to the Bosmere of Valenwood. Over the decades, the Thalmor have grown quiet, but this is not the end. It has only just begun. They merely consolidate their power and tighten their grip on the hearts and minds of the Altmere. The Empire may wish to forget the wounds its pride has suffered in the hands of the Thalmor, but they are still out there, plotting, watching, waiting. While the Empire is content to secure inconsequential corners of its vast holdings, the threat of the Thalmor continues to rise. Not since Potentate Okato has anyone in the Empire listened to me. I beseech any and all citizens of this renowned empire to heed my words. The Thalmor must be stopped before it's too late. Soon, after Lathanil of Sunhold commissioned to have these volumes printed and distributed far and wide in the empire with his own coin, he himself met a violent end. In light of the events that followed his death, we must consider that he may very well have been murdered by Thalmor assassins. Praxis Eretum, Imperial Historian. And thus we have completed the library of our first friend, Mr. Farengar. I'm gonna go invade his chambers and, jump on his bed. Haha, I'm jumping on your bed. Yeah, fuck your bed.
No comment.
Fuck your bed. Oh my god. Okay, welcome Warpig, and All-Star wants me to fuss Rhoda Lydia off the throat of the world. You know what? I think that would be a satisfying way to punt a Pomeranian such as her. Alright, so now we're in the main throne room, and we do have some glowing books left. I think I read that one. It doesn't look glowing. These do. Let's read one more book because we took so long to do a couple of quests.
Do it.
Copy that. We have The Holds of Skyrim, Chance's Folly, Dwemer Inquiries, Volume 2. What say you, those in my chat? Going once, going twice.
Folly.
Folly.
Folly. Oh, I was waiting. I was like, folly.
Folly.
Oh, wait.
Oh, somebody said all of them. I might indulge you then. Chance's Folly,
I vote
it
for
is.
this. I vote for this, all of them.
All right. Let me take another drink of my awesome Earl Grey, because Earl Grey is very necessary for story time.
Not soda?
Lovely. Oh, I don't drink soda anymore. It's just tea and water.
Better than me.
Trying. Our next book of the day is Chance's Folly by Zimlock Golg. By the time she was 16, Minerva Lolos had been an unwelcome guest in every shop and manor in Balmora. Sometimes she would take everything of value within. Other times, it was enough to experience the pure pleasure of finding a way past the locks and traps. In either situation, she would leave a pair of dice in a prominent location as her calling card to let the owners know who had burgled them. The mysterious ghost became known to the locals as Chance. A typical conversation in Balmora at this time, quote, "My dear, whatever happened to that marvelous necklace of yours? My dear, it was taken by Chance." The only time when Chance disliked her hobby was when she miscalculated, and she came upon an owner or a guard. So far, she had never been caught, or even seen. But dozens of times, she had uncomfortably close encounters. Oh my. There came a day when she felt it was time to expand her reach. She considered going to Vivek or Ganesis, but one night at the Eight Plates she heard a tale of a Haran ancestral tomb, an ancient tomb filled with the traps and possessing hundreds of years of the Haran family treasures. Ooh, the idea of breaking that spell of the Haran tomb and gaining the fortune within. Oh, that appealed to Chance. But facing the Guardians was outside of her experience. While she was considering her options, she saw Ulster Moresby sitting at a table nearby, by himself, as usual. He was a huge brute of a Breton, who had a reputation as a gentle eccentric, a great warrior who had gone mad and paid more attention to the voices in his head than the world around him. If she must have a partner in this enterprise, Chance decided this man would be perfect. He would not demand or understand the concept of getting equal share of the booty. If worse came to worse, he would not be missed if the inhabitants of the Haran tomb were too much for him. Or if Chance found his company tiresome and elected to leave him behind. Quote, Ulster, I don't think we've ever met, but my name is Maneva, she said, approaching the table. I'm fancying a trip to the Haran ancestral tomb. If you think you could handle the monsters, I could take care of the unlocking doors and popping traps. What do you think? The Breton took a moment to reply, as if considering the counsel of the voices in his head. Finally, he nodded his head in the affirmative, mumbling, Yes, yes, yes. Proper rock, hot steel, chitin, walls beyond doors, 53, 2 months, back. Oh, splendid, said Chance, not the least put off by his rambling. We'll leave early tomorrow. When Chance met Ulster the next morning, he was wearing chitin armor and had armed himself with an unusual blade that glowed faintly of enchantment. As they began their trek, she tried to engage him in conversation, but his responses were so nonsensical that she quickly abandoned the attempts. A sudden rainstorm swelled over the plain, dousing them, but as she was wearing no armor and Ulster was wearing slick chitin, their progress was not impeded. Into the dark recesses of the Haran tomb they delved. Her instincts had been correct. They made very good partners. She recognized the ancient snap-wire traps, deadfalls, and brittle backs before they were triggered, and cracked all manner of lock. Simple tumbler, combination, twisted hasp, double catch, varieties from antiquity with no modern names, rusted heaps that would have been dangerous to open even if one possessed the actual key. Ulster, for his part, slew scores of bizarre fiends, the likes of which Chance, a city girl, had never seen before. His enchanted blade's spell of fire was particularly effective against the frost Atronachs. He even saved her when she lost her footing and nearly plummeted into a shadowy crack in the floor. Not to hurt thyself, he said, his face showing genuine concern. There are walls beyond doors, 53, drain ring, 2 months, back, proper rock, come, Mother Chance. Chance had not been listening too much to Ulster's babbling, but when he said Chance, she was startled. She had introduced herself to him as Maneva. Could it be that the peasants were right, and that when madmen spoke, they were talking to the Daedra prince Sheogorath, who gave them advice and information beyond their kin? Or was it rather more sensibly that Ulster was merely repeating what he heard tell of in Balmora, where in recent years, quote, chance had become synonymous with lockpicking. As the two continued on, Chance thought of Ulster's mumblings. He had said, quote, chitin, when they met, as if it had just occurred to him, and the chitin armor that he wore had proven useful. Likewise, quote, hot steel. What could, quote, walls beyond doors mean, or, quote, 2 months and back? What numbered, quote, 53? The notion that Ulster possessed knowledge about her and the tomb they were in began to unnerve Chance. She made up her mind then to abandon her companion once the treasure had been found. He had been cut through the living and undead guardians of the dungeon. If she merely left by the path they had entered, she would be safe without a defender. One phrase, he said, made perfect sense to her. Quote, drain ring. At one of the manors in Balmora, she had picked up a ring purely because she thought it was pretty. It was not until later that she discovered that it could be used to sap other people's vitality. Could Ulster be aware of this? Would he be taken by surprise if she used it on him? She formulated her plan on how best to desert the Breton as they continued down the hall. Abruptly, the passage ended with a large middle door, secured by a golden lock. Using her pick, Chance snapped away the tumblers and bolt, and swung the door open. The treasure of Heron Tomb was within. Chance quietly slipped her glove off her hand, exposing the ring as she stepped into the room. There were 53 bags of gold within. As she turned, the door closed between her and the Breton. On her side, it did not resemble a door anymore, but a wall. Walls beyond doors. For many days, Chance screamed and screamed as she tried to find a way out of the room. For some days after that, she listened dully to the laughter of Sheogorath within her own head. 2 months later, when Ulster returned, she was dead. He used a rock to prop open the door and remove the gold. That was Chance's folly. And what does Chance acting pretty sus? What does that mean? And good night, Vazzy. Alright, you all said you wanted all of them, so because our stream has already hit its normal mark, I'm going to go ahead and treat us, because of my long hiatus, to these 2 books, and that's where we're going to call it a day. We're going to start off our next one with... Oh, Seuss is in Suspect. Okay, copy. The next book we're going to read is The Holds of Skyrim, a Field Officer's Guide for use by officers of the Imperial Legion. Oh, so official. And you all know what my calling card is. Chance used a pair of dice. I just leave people naked. I think it's much cleaner that way. They're dead. They're naked. That's it. Oh, All-Star. Now. I understand I might be a crayon short of the box, but... And yes, War Pig, I am recording. This will be sent to my YouTube to go with the rest of the books that I've read in Skyrim. There's a whole series. It's even in a playlist for you. Alright. Welcome, loyal officer of the Empire. You have been given this guide to help you, and those men under your command, better understand the geography of Skyrim. Since you will be serving in Skyrim for a lengthy period of time, this information should prove invaluable. Skyrim is organized into 9 holds. A hold is a large area of land, roughly equivalent to a county in Cyrodiil. Each hold is governed by a Jarl, who maintains his court in the hold's capital city. 4 of these holds are fairly small and sparsely populated. As a result, the capitals are little more than towns. The 5 major cities of Skyrim act as capitals for the larger holds. Following is a detailed review of each hold. Eastmarch, located in the eastern reaches of Skyrim. Eastmarch shares a common border with Morrowind. Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak rules from the ancient city of Windhelm, and he and his followers should be considered your most serious threat. Do not tread lightly in Eastmarch, for the Stormcloaks are at their strongest and most organized in these lands. As an Imperial soldier, you will find few friends here. Falkreath, located in the pine forest of the southern Skyrim, Falkreath holds borders of Cyrodiil to the south and Hammerfell to the west. Its most prominent geographical feature, Lake Illianata, covers a vast portion of the region's central landscape. The hold capital, also called Falkreath, is home to the largest cemetery in Skyrim as a result of numerous battles that have taken place over the years. The remainder of the area is almost entirely wilderness, and the only other notable settlement in Helgen to the east. Falkreath's position in Skyrim is rather strategic for the Empire. It not only controls access to the Reach, Whiterun, and the Rift, but also acts as an important supply line in and out of Cyrodiil. Hafengar, Solitude, the seat of the High King of Skyrim, and the capital of Hafengar Hold, has always welcomed the Empire with open arms. Much commerce flows along the rivers here, and you will find the folk of this hold to be among the most hospitable in Skyrim. As you venture forth in your campaigns, be sure to maintain a secure supply line back to Solitude. The Empire maintains ample provisions in Castle Dour, from which General Tullius commands all the legions stationed in Skyrim. Hjalmark. This hold is divided evenly between windswept tundra, dotted with farms, and a huge, stinking salt marsh. There is little of interest here, save perhaps for the hold's capital, Morthal. Jarl Idrog, Ravencrone, has been cooperative enough with the Empire in the past, but will ultimately look out for her own interest if put in a difficult position. While the hold offers minimal strategic value to the Empire, it would make an ideal staging ground for a Stormcloak siege of Solitude, and so must be held against the enemy. The Pale. The Pale is a barren realm covered by vast fields of ice and snow. Its boundaries stretch from the center of Skyrim all the way to its northern coast. Here, at the capital city of Dawnstar, can be found one of the busiest ports in the province. With access to the coastal waterways of Skyrim, Dawnstar could prove vital in the war effort. Should the Stormcloaks choose to attack Solitude from the river, this port would make a tempting target due to its close proximity. The Reach. Dominating the western border of Skyrim, the Reach is made up almost entirely of steep, craggy mountains. Little grows in this forbidding realm, but the capital city of Markarth is a nigh impregnable stone fortress that would make an excellent defensive position for either side in the war. Be aware that this dangerous region of Skyrim is home to the Forsworn, the rebellious natives of the Reach. They know the terrain. They can strike without warning and count the Empire as an enemy. If they attack, you must neither give nor expect any mercy. The Rift. This hold occupies the southeast corner of Skyrim, and much like the Reach in the west, is dominated by tall mountain peaks. The climate in the Rift is milder than in the northern holds, and there is more vegetation to be found here. Farming thrives as a result. A word of warning about Riften, the Hold's capital city. Our agents have reason to suspect that the Thieves' Guild makes its home here, though it is now much diminished from its strength of previous years. Nevertheless, mind that your men keep an eye on their coin purses should they have reason to spend any length of time in the city. Whiterun. This central hold is characterized by wide grassy plains that are home to numerous farms. Many roads pass through Whiterun, joining the more distant holds together. The hold's capital city, also called Whiterun, sits high on a rocky promontory amid a large flat swath of scrubland. Among the wealthiest cities of Skyrim, Whiterun has usually proven friendly to the Emperor's soldiers. Winterhold. This bleak, snow-blown hold in the northeast corner of Skyrim is utterly inhospitable. Perhaps the mages at the College of Winterhold chose to make their home there because they know they would be left largely alone. As with Falkreath and Whiterun, the name Winterhold describes both the hold and its capital city, though the word city hardly applies. The hold capital is a meager village built near the mages' college. Few other noteworthy settlements exist in this frozen waste, and it is unlikely to play any significant part in the war.
Hint, not exactly true.
There is one book left on the shelf, and there was a request for everything before I call the stream. So, last but not least, we're going to read about Dwemer Inquiries Volume 2. If you guys are looking for any of the previous episodes of Skyrim Storytime, Twitch, even though I have Twitch Prime, it only holds for 14 to 20 days. So all of my recordings are imported into YouTube, which is there forever. If you like what you've heard, please feel free to stop by my YouTube channel and listen to Skyrim Storytime. Or the times that I've screamed my head off because I got murdered. Like when the dragon sat on my face. His taint on my face. Yeah, I'm not over it yet. I'm still salty. I did kill him. Just saying. So, last but not least, Dwemer Inquiries Volume 2. Their Architecture and Civilization by Thelway Ghislaine Scholar. Bunny moderator, will you send a link to my YouTube to the channel, please? Thank you. The limited written record supports the perception of the deep elves as culturally revering the pursuits of logic and science. This stands in stark contrast to the belief system of most other mare cultures. When we imagine a society structured around such a central ideology, it seems reasonable that prolific scholars, especially in fields such as mathematics, metallurgy, or architecture, would be elevated to social status like that of clergy in a more mystically inclined culture. The idea is supported by a fragment of Dwemer's text recovered from a colony in Skyrim, Urkentang, which I believed to be associated with the clan Rorken. The original Dwemeris and my translation follow. To raise granted cousin, Kualek of privilege with duties for family home building, Huagen Koltora, tradition to Father Mundus Shaper. Some scholars interpret this as evidence of Dwemer worship of Mundus, but I do not agree. My translation of this passage suggests that a respected Dwemer by the name of Kualek was promoted to a civic position, probably tonal architect. The latter half of the fragment suggests that Kualek's position requires him to build in a specific style. Der Tim Hrogen Kultura has thus far eluded me, but I believe it may be the name of such a style. It's possible there were several styles, differing in their construction principles and typical structures. One earmark of what I believe was the prevalent Dwemer style among northern clans was a feature I call deep venue. Deep venues are often characterized as being made up of one or more expansive natural caverns in which several other structures will occur. Structures within the venue may be carved from the stone itself, or freely erected upon the cavern floor. The largest and most impressive venues, such as that found in Bethardam's, may even feature roads wide enough for 10 large men to walk, shoulder meets shoulder, along it. Arcanex are typically smaller structures. Very few have been properly studied before disruption by grave robbers or greedy adventurers. But those few undisturbed sites have contained a surprising collection of magical objects, such as soul gems, alchemical concoctions, and magical texts. Some scholars take these as evidence that the Dwemer did in fact dabble in the magical arts. Based on what we know of their culture, as well as the fact that most Arcanex are minor structures compared to other common fixtures, I would suggest that these were centers of study and nothing more. Perhaps these dwarves established these halls as a means to study men and mer, who surely seemed as alien to them as the Dwemer seem to us today. Great and immaculatories can be found in many dwarven strongholds. These were the factories where the centurions and various other constructs were built. I have hoped to study these chambers for clues as to the means by which these mysterious automata are given life. But the same guardians make those especially difficult and dangerous areas to explore. Welcome, Zombie Viosk. And that, my friends, was Dwemer Inquiries Volume 2. We did complete 2 quests, murdered a few people, got several lore books in, and a couple of lore fictions. I did not murder Lydia, and I probably should go pick her up, so let's tediously go pick her up from the middle of BF nowhere. Damn it. Why do I keep her? I really should fuss Rodar her off the throat. But I'm just not there yet. I left
what
her.
did I miss?
I read the rest of those books.
Yes, I can catch that up.
Correct. Because this will be imported tomorrow to YouTube. Where the hell did I leave that little hooker? I think I left her down here.
Are you killing her now?
No. There she is. See? Told you. I know where I left my pet. Hey, hooker.
Back already?
Yeah. Come on.
I will protect you with my life.
Oh, you're gonna do more than that. You're going to give me your life. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. And because it is tradition, guess what we're gonna try to do as my parting gift to everyone, a handful of cursing mud crabs. What a way to end a day. Mud crabs, roly-poly mud crabs, mud crabs, mud crabs. Shoot them in their face. Mud crabs, where are my mud crabs? If you like mud crabs, follow me now. All-Star says, you know, the Ebony Blade can kill her, just get a different Serana or something from Dawnguard afterwards. Are they practically immortal as she is? That's the whole point. I keep her around because she can take a licking and keep on ticking almost like a Rolex. That's the only reason why I kept her. I haven't found anybody that can, you know, take a pimp hand like she can.
I was gonna say something.
You want to say something? You want to say something? Go ahead. Come on, don't be shy.
Nope.
Come on. There. Don't be shy.
No, it's not about being shy. It's about being polite.
I don't care if you're polite. This is you and me. Respect our authoritas. I jump in your stream and cause shenanigators all the time. I think I'm owed a couple of shenanigators from you at this point.
Enjoy those shenanigans, thank you very much, and hope that you will continue to do so.
Just randomly out of the blue, jump into your stream, chaotically screaming, "Ah! I need help!" Oh no, Jesus, it's a fire!
Or you'll just come in and go, I'm stalking you.
Or threaten you with a spoon because you drank 17 fucking monsters.
Okay, let's get something straight right now. Right here, right now.
Oh, wait a minute, wait. How
Put
about...
my foot down.
Look at her, she's putting her foot down. But where's Lydia? Is she still here? I want her to go get her ass kicked by this giant. How about that? And since I didn't find a mud crab, let's fuck with the giant.
Kill the giant, kill the giant.
Holy crap. Oh, yay! Yay! Uh-oh. He brought a friend! Oh, baby. Oh, no. Oh, baby. Suck it. Submit all you want, but you're an assault gin!
Arrow to the eyes.
Yeah. Anybody else? Want a piece? Look at you crawl to me. Crawl to your mistress as you should. Come now. Come on.
She got a real beat down.
She did. Her sword's bloody. Come on. It's not that bad. Walk it off. Oh, hey! Insult! Naked! Aw. You can't make them naked. Rude. Laysai. That was anticlimactic.
Maybe if
Also-
you ask nice.
I know, right?
Also, just saying, I did not drink 17 monsters, okay? I'm still stuck on that.
I was told that it was a false claim afterwards. That's why you did not receive a package in the mail with a spoon.
I can just see it now. The package comes, the wooden spoon attached to her hand comes out, and
You'll know where, and you'll know why. You won't even question it.
Exactly.
You'll just know. Look what I see. Oh my god. We get my request. Mud crabs.
Kill the
Mud.
mud crab.
And
Kill
look,
the mud crab.
There's free ore. Oh, yes. Mud crabs and free ore. Oh, is it my birthday? Next thing you know, we're gonna... Oh, man. I need naked... Oh. Oh, fuck, yeah. You're dead now. Oh, come here, little man. You want a piece of me? You want a piece? You want a piece? Oh, yeah, you dead. Oh, gratifying. Why does that please me so much? I am so weird. Alright. I'm going to take this absolutely free silver ore and look at my beautifully leather-cladded sexy bottom as I
That is very pretty ore.
It's a very pretty ore, and that's a very prettily leather-clad bottom. I'm okay with this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Booty!
Did you watch Moon in the
Yes.
U.S., there is a video out because it is an election year.
Mm-hmm.
You need to go to YouTube. You need to put up "Booty to the Poll." It's a bunch of very mixed race and African American bootylicious women stripper pole dancing to tell us all about the election process and how to quote unquote get our booties to the poll. It is mesmerizing. I will do what compels me. Holy crap. Go watch that and let me know what you think.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And all right. That is I think this is where I'm going to
Okay, sounds good.
I think this is where I'm going to call it, everyone. We got in over an hour and a half, which is an average stream time for story time, because I like to chunk them up as like a lunch hour kind of thing, so I went a little over that timeline. There is the remaining Skyrim Storytime playlist is set for you. This one will be imported tomorrow. If you weren't able to catch the full stream, you could watch it here at Twitch for the next 14 days. Otherwise, hop on over to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining and hanging out with me this afternoon. After this really long hiatus, I do apologize for that. Hopefully you'll see more of me, and I you. Until next time, take care, everyone. Good night. Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.